All right, UL Monroe, Northwestern, 10.5 point home favorites for Northwestern, 40 the total. This is a weird game, at this stage of the year. You're just getting into Big Ten play, and now here you are playing ULM outside of the conference. It's tough to lay 10.5 with Northwestern. I know ULM has got issues, but I will say this about ULM: 2 weeks in a row, they've managed to win and cover. Now UTEP has got problems. We saw that obviously again. Over the weekend, quarterback stinks, Malachi Nelson, but still, ULM goes on the road, beats UTEP 31-25, and then beats Arkansas State at home 28-16.
Yeah.
Northwestern against UCLA. That's why I said I don't want to back UCLA, but I'm not laying 6.5 with Northwestern. And sure enough, UCLA backdoors them, and it ends up a 17-14 Northwestern win, but they don't cover the numbers, 6.5. This might be an ugly take on things, but this is hold your nose and you take ULM or you pass. I can't lay 10.5 with Northwestern in a weird spot, weird scheduled game in the middle of Big Ten play, against Monroe. And maybe Monroe just takes this game a little bit more seriously. I think playing against a Big Ten team actually will get them inspired a little bit. Now, again, does UL Monroe have concerns? Yeah. Absolutely they do, because the one team the one opponent they played, a Power 4 opponent this year, Alabama, put 73 on the board, and they got shut out 73-0. But obviously, this is not Alabama. This is Northwestern, and I do start to see a little bit better play out of Armenta, the quarterback for ULM. I do worry about them in the trenches a little bit on the road against a team like Northwestern, but it's not like Northwestern's loaded with great quality O-line and D-line play from what I've seen so far this year. So this is a small lean to Monroe. I just can't get myself to lay a number like this with Northwestern in a very weird spot. C-Mac, what do you think?
Yeah, Andrew Wake dumped all the energy. Wake, too, another team. There's some bad calls in that game. They had a bunch of penalties, too. Wake, it's just still sloppy. We'll take when you watch that. I think it is Monroe. Take them here. There's no way Northwestern, I think, should be laying these points. And where I think they can have success is running the ball. When you think, I think Monroe could run the football here a little bit against Northwestern. And Monroe got to look through their schedule, of course. They go through that. But Northwestern wants to run the ball. Monroe's had a pretty good defense against the run. I know they got blown out against Alabama and who they played, but I think that's enough for them to be in this game. These quarterbacks aren't very good. So to me, this is Monroe or nothing, kind of in a tight, ugly game. And we just saw it with UCLA.